So Black Ops 4 Days of Summer is finally here. Let's talk about everything new. So hey everyone, welcome back to another Black Ops 4 video. Today we're looking at everything new in the Days of Summer event. So I think without further ado, let's jump right into it. So first things first, Treyarch have decided to give us a brand new map free for everyone in Black Ops 4, and that is the Grind map. Now this was back from Black Ops 2 DLC. A lot of people like this map, a lot of people will be happy it's returning, and it's nice that it's free. However, they haven't really done much to it. It's very similar, which is a bit lazy, but there we go. They've also added a new mode, Capture the Flag. Well, I say it's new for Black Ops 4. This is normally a very unpopular mode, so it's quite funny they brought this back, but we'll just see how it pans out in the game. I jumped in, had a few games, did kind of enjoy it, but it wasn't my favourite game mode, so I don't know if I'll be touching that game mode too much. Now, something a lot of you guys are going to be excited about is the new weapons. So Treyarch have added the Grav, which is basically the Galil. It's been in Zombies and in Blackout, and it's now coming to multiplayer as an actual class that you can change. You've also got the Peacekeeper, all the way back from Black Ops 2. They love bringing that back as DLC. We've also got the Vendetta Sniper, which is supposed to be coming in Operation Grand Heist. It's finally here. And we've also got the Locust, yippee, and the S6 Stingray. And as well as this, we've also got the Ballistic Knife. Now, while this sounds fantastic, all these amazing new weapons and a lot of copied and pasted ones from previous games, there is something that I want to point out, which I'm sure a lot of you guys know already, and that's that a lot of these weapons are in the reserves. What do I mean by that? Well, aside from the Grav and the Vendetta, all of the rest of them, so that's the Peacekeeper, the Locust, the S6 Stingray, and the Ballistic Knife, they're all in the reserves. You have to get them out of supply drops.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
Fuck you, Vonderhaar! Your game is shit! It's a pile of fucking garbage. This is terrible. This is unacceptable, dude.
And that's quite shit considering how packed the supply drops are with the random crap like stickers, death effects, and so on and so forth. The other two, the Grav and the Vendetta, you can earn them. So the Vendetta, once you reach tier 50 in the Days of Summer operation, you'll get that weapon for free. For anyone interested in leveling up faster through the Contraband stream, I'll have a card on screen, so make sure you go and check that out on how to rank up faster. Now, in terms of the Grav, it's actually slightly different, and what you have to do is, it's a community challenge. So the community as a whole has to complete 15 million public matches. So that can be across multiplayer, Blackout, and Zombies as far as I know. You've just got to complete those public matches, and once we reach 15 million, everyone gets the Grav weapon. So that's kind of cool. Definitely glad to see that coming. Community events have been lacking for a while, so it's great to see them back again. There were also a few game tuning updates in the operation, and this included things for like weapons and specialists. So for example, the SG-12, the strobe light effect is now less effective in the sense that it won't affect players with tactical mask. Now, as well as this, launchers and equipment have now been restricted in the bolt action bare bones playlist. So some more restrictions have come to that game mode. I don't think I'm ever going to play it, to be honest with you. And also the featured playlist tab has been updated, so it now includes things like Capture the Flag. Prop Hunt is still here, and Infectus is still here, good, because I love those game modes. And that's pretty much it for multiplayer. Now, in terms of Blackout, the map itself has had a more summer vibe to it. So if you go around the map, you're going to see more like balloons, you're going to see, you know, summer food, we're talking like picnic stuff, barbecues, you're going to see just a more chilled out summer vibe in general across the map. And I'll show you some examples of that on screen. And like I said, the map itself looks brighter and more summery, which is quite nice. And I know if you're playing Blackout, I guess it makes you feel a bit better. Now, at the start of this operation, there was also that map update where the dam exploded and there was all this water which poured down, and as a result you had a lot of the areas lower down flooding. This has now receded, so the map has kind of drained and the water's gone down, and the dam is actually being repaired, and you can see that when you go into the map now. Like I said, the water has obviously receded, so some of the places that were flooded before, most of that's gone, and it's just cool that they're constantly bringing changes to the map. Although I do think it's a bit weird that it was only about a month ago that they flooded the map, and then suddenly they're undoing that again, which it doesn't make any sense to me. It's a bit pointless, but anyway. We've also got Ground War, which is coming. It's a limited time mode, and it's come to Blackout so that you have 50 players versus 50 players in the match, and you just have to try and be the winning team. To be honest, that sounds quite cool. I gave it a try, not really my kind of thing, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of people that love that, and I might give it another go in the future. Now, a few other things have come to Blackout, such as there's the new attack helicopter, which is quite a cool new vehicle in the game. I'm sure a lot of players will be happy to get their hands on that. There's also Outrider's Hawk is now available, and as well as a few other little trivial things, Treyarch have added the Coward's Way Out feature, so that in Blackout, when you're down but you haven't died, you're waiting for your teammate to revive you. Now, before, you just have to sit there and wait for someone to revive you. If they didn't, then you just die, and if there was an option for respawn, you could do that. But what was annoying is you just had to sit there, and if you knew your teammate wasn't going to be able to revive you, it was just a bit pointless. So now, thankfully, they've added the Coward's Way Out feature, which is basically where if you know you're not going to get revived, or you just want to spawn in quicker, if you hold down square on PlayStation or X on Xbox, you can kill yourself, and then it'll be a quicker respawn. That's pretty much it for Blackout. Unfortunately, zombies did get some updates, but they weren't that fantastic, especially compared to multiplayer or Blackout. What they got was basically the Labours of Hercules gauntlet, and this is basically the gauntlet for the Ancient Evil map, and you basically have to complete challenges at each round, which I tried out. I've never tried any of the gauntlets before. Tried it out, and it definitely seemed quite fun, although they started getting all this stuff which I didn't know how to do. I'm not really a zombies fan, so I just left it there, but definitely something cool for zombies fans. There's also some new elixirs to try out, so these include Perkaholic, which obviously we know from before, Near-Death Experience, as well as Raindrops, and Shopping Free. There was also just some minor game improvements and updates and things like that, but that's pretty much it for the Days of Summer event. Now, unfortunately, yes, it sucks that most of the weapons are behind paywall in terms of they're all in the reserves now, but there is a tiny silver lining to this horrible microtransaction model, and that's that Treyarch have said that near the end of June they're going to be adding contracts to the game. Now, I can't understand why it's taken so long. They had it about this time back in Black Ops 3, but you would have thought they would have added it straight away for Black Ops 4, because at the very least they could have just copied and pasted it over. Instead, they've decided not to do that, but I guess we'll just have to wait for that and see what that's like. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the operation. Yes, it does suck about the supply drops. I'm really not happy about that, and I'm really hoping that they change it. Like I said, if you want to look up how to rank up tiers faster, I've got a video currently on my channel, but I'll have a new one for this operation coming out soon. Cheers guys, I'll see you again soon.